What's up everyone and welcome back to Beach.com. I'm James, the head of social media here.
I'm Tara, content coordinator.
And today we're going to be giving you guys some travel tips. Last week on social media, we asked you guys what is the most difficult part of traveling. And you guys came back with some pretty great responses and we're just going to go and jump right into it.
So the first few questions or responses were really broad, things that a lot of people deal with when they're traveling. And the very first one was, what is the first step? Like, some people have a hard time taking the first step. And here at Beach.com, we really thought about what's the first step to traveling? And we would have to say it's getting your passport. Once you get your passport, you can go anywhere. And it also serves as you have this nice little inspiration that you can finally be like, I can book a flight anywhere in the world. But the Caribbean and Mexico are the best places.
Definitely, I would agree with that too. But definitely, it's like getting your license when you're 16, but now you can just travel the world. So definitely a great starting point. Don't procrastinate on it either. Like, don't wait till the last week of your trip and you have to have it expedited. Like, it is a bit of a process, so go ahead and look into it now.
Once you get your passport, the next thing that a lot of people struggle with is saving money for a vacation. A lot of people are under the impression it's really expensive to travel, but even if you go on Beach.com, we have a lot of all-inclusive resorts that are very affordable. If you subscribe to our newsletter, we even include travel deals often. But practically, everyone saves money differently, and it is hard. When it comes to saving, I like to be old school. I take an envelope and I just set aside whatever money I can afford, whether it's $10 a week, $50 a month, more or less. You have to set realistic goals or else you're going to be intimidated and just not want to save money at all. So over time, you'll build up a nice little fund, and then you can book an affordable all-inclusive resort. Maybe you want to save longer for a bigger trip. But either way, you just have to start small and start wherever you're comfortable. And I know a lot of people like James like to just get it out of the way.
Yeah, like for me, and I agree, I have to start somewhere very achievable, because as soon as you fail the first time, it kind of like you give up, or at least I would. So for me, I don't like to think about it, and I don't like having cash near me because it'll burn a hole in my pocket. So I'll have my direct deposit split into a separate account. So that way every month, like, I already have a designated amount that I want sent. And then when it comes time for vacation, all that's already waiting for me. So that's another option for you.
Once you have your passport, and then once you have your money set aside, you've picked where you want to go, you can go to Beach.com for inspiration if you're not sure where you want to go. The next thing that most people dread is packing. And we, especially James, so he went ahead and figured out a lot of tips to be helpful with packing.
One of the main tips that has really helped me is rolling my clothes, because I like packing a lot of stuff and having options, but I also don't like having a ton of like luggage to like take around the airport. So instead of folding your clothes, just roll them. If you're going to be packing hats and stuff like that, you don't want your hat to get crushed in there. Put a folded shirt into the hat, that way when something goes on top of it, it doesn't crush. I have a ton of electronics all the time, and if I'm not organized, they will get tangled in the mess. So what I found helpful is grabbing a sunglasses case and wrapping them up real nice, put them all in there, my headphones, and then you have them all in one place.
And going back to organization, with packing, organization is everything. And what I like to use are packing cubes, and it goes especially well with rolling your clothes like James said. So when you have packing cubes, if you need one item out of your bag, you don't have to tear through it and then repack your whole bag, or you're not sure where things are. With packing cubes, they're very affordable. You can buy them online, you can buy them in a lot of stores, and you can have one for shirts, one for bottoms, maybe one for bathing suits, and then usually they're color-coded or they have different designs. So you know which one is which, and if you just need a shirt, you can pull out your shirt packing cube, unzip it, get your shirt, put it back. Everything's organized. You know where everything is. And in addition, thinking of compact packing or small packing, maybe you don't want to pay extra luggage fees depending on who you're flying with, and it's really important that you comply with airline requirements for luggage. So if you want to have only a carry-on, you're going to need carry-on size liquids. So make sure that you get these carry-on size bottles. You can get them at, like I said, online, or get them even at the dollar store in some cases. And that way you have your shampoo, your soap, everything you need. You just want to make sure it's under that 4-ounce max for most airlines. So once you've tackled packing, good luck. The next thing you're going to want to do right before you leave for your trip, you don't want to forget taking care of important documents. You want to have photocopies of your passport. I like to email myself a copy of my passport as well. That way it's safe in the cloud. And also you can just take a picture of your passport on your phone, just in case you do lose your passport or you can't find it. It could be helpful in the process of getting a new passport. And then one of the worst things when you're traveling abroad is having your bank accounts frozen, not being able to access funds. you want to make sure that you call your bank, your credit card company, any form of payment that you're going to be using, and letting them know where you'll be, the dates you'll be there, and even finding out about international fees for using those cards, because you don't want anything to be shut off. And often it just takes a few minutes with a phone call or in your online banking. It's often under something like travel notification. The next thing is, on your vacation, you definitely don't want to miss out gramming all those Instagram pics of the beach, of everything you're doing, of all your cool Caribbean cocktails. So you want to have access to data or Wi-Fi. If you don't want to be solely restricted to Wi-Fi, you're going to need an international plan. So a lot of phone companies like T-Mobile, they already have international worked into your plan, but your phone plan may not. So you want to check with your phone provider. And if they don't have it or their rates are a little too expensive, you can always look into getting a SIM card on arrival in a foreign country. And SIM cards are a very affordable option. You just pop it into your phone. You can pick which amount of data you want based on price, and then you tap right into the network of the country you're in. It's the exact same thing. You have your phone just like you do at home, and you can use everything.
Another thing that someone mentioned is car sickness or motion sickness when traveling. So we have a few tips that will hopefully help. So the first one being, try not to read a book or look at your phone too much while you're in the car or plane, because this will definitely lead to more motion sickness. Also, avoid smelly, strong foods. If possible, sit in the front seat. You're going to have a more forward view of everything and everything won't be rushing by you. Another great natural remedy is ginger candies. Bring some of those along. But if it gets too bad, you can always pick up some over-the-counter medications for motion sickness. So I hope those are helpful, but if you have any more motion sickness tips, please let us know in the comments below.
The final thing someone submitted was something they would need help with when traveling, or tips on, is keeping toddlers entertained. And if you head to beach.com, all of our destinations have one article dedicated to family-friendly beach resorts. So that way you know there's a beach resort that, in most cases, has something for every age, from toddlers to teenagers. And often it's something that the kids will have fun doing and the parents can get away and relax, or the parents can join in as well and enjoy the fun with their toddlers or with their teenagers, any age.
I hope this video was really helpful, and thank you for everyone that sent in your responses. I hope we were able to clarify some things for you. If this was helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more videos, and let us know what else you want to see in the comments. I'm James.
I'm Tara. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you on the beach.